How's it going, everybody? Hope
It's
everybody has had a safe and happy Labor Day weekend, extended weekend. It's almost nearing an end here, but the best thing about Labor Day weekend coming to a
oh
close
yeah.
is, as Gary said, we are 4 days and a wake up until Skullfest. 3 days, 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days, 4 days until real no preseason NFL football hits us with the low energy Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go.
Um,
Let's
and
go.
then
Hey,
after that, we are on a
hey.
full roll. Skullfest next weekend. Going to be a great time. Yeah, I'm pumped. I
Bro,
did two fantasy leagues that we drafted last night and today, so it's real. It's real
it's real.
now. The
Yep.
NFL
It's
season is
week
upon
time.
us, and let's go. I'm ready
Let's
for it.
go. Let's go. No, it's time, man. It's time. Let's go. No, I'm pumped. Vikings football this week, Sunday. We got football on Thursday. I'm just excited for any football. We get to see the Lions win and already be in the last team in the division as soon as Thursday because they are not beating the Chiefs. Of course, man, Skullfest. Skullfest is this week. We get to meet a lot of you guys. I'm pumped, super pumped. Let me hit some people up here real quick. We already called you up. What up, what up, Gary? Our boy Gary. 4 days till Skullfest. Skull TY in the building. Gary, are you stalking me? Skull TY, by the way, congratulations on jumping in with everything with Yogi and stuff. That's awesome. Skull TYA will be starting to do some content with Yogi on here. Purple Rain. That is sweet. That is sweet. That's what we like to see. Never know where the sniper is, bro. LOL. AJ, what up, AJ? What up? Mateo, safe? Yes. Happy? Hell no. Been working the whole day. 12-hour shift. 2 hours left. Oh,
Little. You get some nice holiday pay for that at the very least. Hope so.
you should. You should. I hope so. What up? Skull Mafia is in the
Hold
building.
up.
Skull Gang. Skull Game.
Great cash, homie. Great.
Thank you so much, Skull TYA. We
Let's go, Skull
appreciate
TY.
the $5
Let's go.
dono. We appreciate that for
Appreciate big time,
sure.
man. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we're talking about right here. So,
Game day coming up
game
on
actually,
Sunday.
of course, just like every show, Justin Jefferson rookie card giveaway. Hashtags go in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, all that good stuff. But yeah, get those hashtags. Skulls in the building. It's week, Vikings game week. Let's go. Anyways,
So how are we feeling about this game against Tampa?
I feel like we should win this one.
I mean, I think we should as well. Obviously, Tampa still has a ton of talent. I felt that they underachieved last year. I mean, with Tom Brady getting older, obviously his off the field stuff at the beginning of last year, I'm sure had a role in it. But it just felt like that team never hit their full potential. Maybe it has something to do. I like Todd Bowles as a defensive coordinator. He's had a couple runs as head coach. I don't think he's the right guy for that job. But this is still a team with a ton of talent that we need to be concerned about. I mean, yes, obviously the quarterback position, it was a competition between Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield, neither of which you're too worried about. Baker did win the job. Baker, obviously a former number one overall pick by the Cleveland Browns, did have a couple good seasons. The guy's got talent. He does have a big arm. But you do wonder, just the consistency hasn't been there in his career. He had a stint with the Rams last year. We had some decent games, but overall, I guess, we should try our best to be like happy about things and, make this a good thing. But what are you concerned about in this game? I mean, obviously, I feel like we have the better offense. Defense, I do think Tampa has a ton of pieces on that defense, but overall, I do think we have a better offense. What is your main concern looking at this game?
So I want to actually one main concern. How do you say it? How about no? What up, dude? What's going on? Hopefully they don't blow up our
That's a
interior
big
line.
one.
One thing I want to shout out here, Skull TY, I gave you a moderator wrench as well, brother. Appreciate you always being in here. I think it's going to be closer than what we wanted to be. Yeah, probably. So, and I mean, are we doing we'll probably wait for any sort of predictions today. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll see at the end.
We'll see how we're feeling.
So I will have to agree with them. The interior O line is still so on offense. I don't think we have anything to worry about on offense at all, really, other than our interior O line. I mean, everything else is just set up. I think we're going to see enough out of Madison. Though I do want to say, as far as Tampa Bay's weakness on their defense, last year they had like a 54 PFF grade from run defense and like a 55 in tackle. So, I mean, as far as their defense goes last year, it was their run defense that wasn't up to par. So I do think, in that might not be good for our interior offensive line because obviously Madison's going to have to play behind them. But maybe we do see a little bit more running than we might expect in this first game, especially with having Kirk Cousins, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, TJ, the whole gang there. So I think that's something that we have to worry about is that interior pressure for sure. That's like the only Achilles heels on the offense. Obviously, there is a lot on defense because I'm getting to a specific point here, but there's a lot we have to worry about on defense. Our defense is unknown. We are hoping that, with Flores, we've seen what the scheme looked like in preseason, and it looked fantastic from a pass rush standpoint, especially something that we were worried about throughout the entire season last year. But my biggest concern from this preseason, and actually one of my biggest concerns from last season that I think none of us are really talking about too much, is our run defense. I think, and Rachaad White is a stud. I think he's going to step up and be that feature back for Tampa Bay this year. And I think we're going to see a lot of him. And it's because, I mean, what I think our PFF grade last year in the run, we had a 53.3 PFF grade, 45.5 tackling. Hopefully that goes up with Ivan Pace here and Brian Asamoah running around everywhere. But it's that run defense. We didn't have a good one last year. The preseason, it was by far Achilles heel in that game. It wasn't so bad in the first half, but those second halves, they averaged at least 100 yards a game on us in those 3 preseason games. And not to mention, probably our best player at stopping the run last year, Delvin Tomlinson, is not even on this team. And we just have to hope Tonga can step up in that spot and smother those running backs. So I do think one thing that if I was going to say for Tampa Bay to win this game, I think if I'm them, hopefully no coaches are watching this right now, but I'm running the football against our defense more.
But also you do need to remember that they did lose their starting center. Ryan Jensen's out again this season with, I believe he messed up the same knee that he had last year. So, I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, he's a really good center in the middle there.
We still have a guy that's
obviously, and their running game wasn't great last year either. Leonard Fournette had a down year. Who else do they have in there? Who was their other guy? White. Yeah. So
which I think Rachaad White's going to be solid. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good this year. And I mean, that's a good point with, they still have Wirfs. That's a good point with their center. But obviously we have, I mean, our interior defensive line is very unknown as well. We got Tonga, who has a couple games under his belt and looks good. And he looked good in preseason, but we'll see how he does as our starter here. And there's just a lot of unknown talent on that interior line. So I don't know. That's one thing I'm worried about, I think, is just because we got beat throughout preseason. Last year, it was a huge concern. It was honestly, we had a higher grade covering than we did in running. So I think that's something to worry about here. Let me get back to you 1 second and we'll figure out. We got some more people in here. We got two-tone Tony. What up? I wish I had a ride to Skullfest. I live in St. Cloud. Dang, bro. Hey, we're going to get you out here one of these years. This is going to be an every year thing. As far as I know, I want to keep pushing it every single year. So we're going to get you out there one of these times. What up, Sodak? Sodak's in the building. Yeah, I think we smacked those Bucks. Hashtag Skull again, everybody. Game week, another show, another Justin Jefferson rookie card. Hashtag Skull in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is exactly Skull TY. Vita Vea will be an issue. And it is probably, if there's one player that could impact this game the most for Buccaneers, it's probably him with our interior line. And I mean, hopefully, our center Garrett Bradbury can hold up against them. Wide receiver corp is deep. Theirs is, and ours is even more. What up, Sarah? What up? What else we got in here? Vita Vea is going to wreck shot. Yeah, that is the biggest concern, specifically from one player. All right, so what do you think? What is your biggest concerns?
I mean, so I agree with the Vita Vea. I think that's going to be tough. I mean, he's going from him to Jalen Carter in a 4-day span is going to be incredibly difficult for the offensive line, especially the interior, which we're already concerned about. But I want to go to the other side of the ball, right? Like Baker Mayfield is what he is at this point, but he has 2 pretty damn good pass catchers that he's throwing the ball to. And last year, I know we're hoping it's a different defense, but no pressure and our coverage was loose. So I mean, you hope, and obviously they have Tristan Wirfs, who's going to be huge. So I assume he's going to be matched up against Daniil. So that's going to be a matchup to watch right there. Then on the other side, obviously we got Marcus Davenport. We don't really know what he's going to be yet on this team. But if we can't get to Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield was a number 1 overall pick, right? So he has talent. Throwing to guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that's my main concern right there. Like, obviously, yes, I think our offense is better than theirs, obviously, just because of quarterback plays better. We're deeper at receiver, but Evans and Godwin is still a good 1-2 punch. Like, Evans is one of those guys, I feel like every year he's vastly underrated. People are expecting him to fall off a cliff. And last year he's I believe he's been in the league for 9 years, and he's had 1,000 yards every year of his career to this point, right? And Chris Godwin's one of those guys who'll beat you over the middle. He's a reception machine. So if I had to say what I'm most concerned about, I think it is stopping those guys. And we got to find a way to get pressure on the quarterback. And we got to be able to get tighter coverage and stop Mike Evans from beating us deep and Chris Godwin from eating us up over the middle. And last year, that was a big problem, getting eaten up over the middle. Obviously, we're going to change this year because this defense should be better and more aggressive. But I don't know. I wouldn't put it past those 2 receivers to torch us. So I guess we'll have to see. Skull Mafia, we appreciate the dono. Let's get GG.
Let's
1K.
go.
We are 99 subscribers away from 1K. So Skull Mafia, thank you so much for dropping the $9.99. We appreciate you.
And everybody knows, obviously, we're only telling these on our live streams, all that good stuff. But once we hit 1K, we're giving away this Daniil Hunter gold auto out of 50, 1 out of 50 on the first print. I know a lot of you have been watching this card. I know Sarah's like destined to win this card, but hey, we'll see what's up. So once we get 1,000, we're getting so close. We're going to be there soon. So I'm pumped here. So did you see, I put a poll up so far. How many votes we got? 5 votes so far. Biggest concerns against the Bucs: run defense, interior line, pass coverage, or pass rush. Right now we're sitting at 80% on interior. There we go. What we got? 57% on interior so far, 14 run defense, 14 pass rush, 14 coverage. So far, the interior O-line is the biggest concern of our chat.
Which I think that's fair, especially going against a guy like Vita Vea, who's just huge. He's aggressive.
I would argue against that, because even though that is true, I do think our offense is going to be good enough that even because of our interior pressure, unless it's absolutely insane and we can't cover them whatsoever in that entire game, I think we have too much talent for that to really matter too much for us, because I mean, you got Justin Jefferson, you still got Madison, you got Ty Chandler, we're going to see some more of him, you got TJ Hawkinson, you got I don't think our offense is going to be the biggest issue. Yeah, we might not score. We might not drop 30 on these guys' heads, but I think our offense is going to be good enough, even if there is interior pressure. And it's not like the pressure from they don't have the best defensive line or anything like that. So I do think,
that defense up and down
line
is pretty stacked from linebackers and all that. It's going to be Gary, by the way, we appreciate the $10. Thanks for dropping the dono. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Absolutely. Gary. That's our boy right there. But yeah, I mean, I think they have a good interior defense and a good defensive line, but I don't know. I don't think this is the best. Do you think that they are?
I mean, not the best, but I mean, that defense underachieved last year, but to a large extent. Like there's still a ton of talent on that defense that we need to be worried about.
Yeah.
And did I hear something that Antoine Winfield isn't playing this game? Is that legit?
I didn't see anything like that, because I put him on the thumbnail and I looked for it and I didn't see anything about him not playing.
Devin, like Mateo said, Devin White.
Right. I was hoping he was going to leave. He was supposed to leave, wasn't he? It's definitely of a concern, but I don't know. I think our offense I don't think it's going to make a big enough deal for our offense. Obviously, it's going to be, I think we're going to drop.
What about Kalijah Cansey? Is he healthy?
Ooh, good question.
But otherwise, I got Kalijah Cansey, Vita Vea, Joe Tryon, Devin White, Levante David, Shaquille Barrett, Jamel Dean, Antoine Winfield. Like there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent up and down that defense. Like I said, like the year they won the Super Bowl, they were fantastic. And then, I mean, obviously since then they have taken a step back. Again, might be something with Todd Bowles. I saw that 15-1 Just ridiculous. We're
Lewis
going to jump over to Twins for like 5 seconds here just to say that we
give him 5 seconds.
We got JJ, we got Anthony Edwards, we got Kirill Kaprizov if you like hockey. Royce Lewis steps up into the young star for the Twins already. Like it's what the guy has done here, fantastic. Great hitter,
three grand slams within a week.
In like a week, yeah. It's
in a week. That's absolutely has that happened before?
18-1. Did Farmer just smash one too? Yeah, a little bit behind
we're snatching that playoff spot. We're absolutely smashing that playoff spot. No, we're not even gonna give Cleveland a chance. I give baseball no time. Anyways, back to football here. Even though, the Vikings, it's looking good. It's looking good for these young stars in Minnesota, and it's probably the best we've ever been set with stars.
Did you see some article about how Anthony Edwards should start looking for a different place to play to give him a bigger stage?
Yeah. Well, now people are joking like USA is holding him back. It's funny.
But anyway, back to the task at hand. But
back to this game. I was still one more thing. I will still just argue though. I still think our offense is good enough. I think we drop at least 20 points on them. And I do think it really comes down to our defense, whether it is like our pass rusher, which I think is going to be better now with Brian Flores. But again, the coverage, we do have some studs in Godwin and Mike Evans, like you mentioned before, and we got some talent that we don't know how they're going to be this year, other than hopefully Murphy steps up and we know he's going to be good, and he's looked really good so far throughout this offseason. But otherwise, with Evans and Blackman and stuff, there's a lot of unknown there. So I'm worried about that because you're right. Like Mike Evans is a 1,000-yard receiver every single year, especially in a deep threat, and Godwin's a catching machine. So we have to worry about that. And then again, our run defense has been absolute ass this past season and this preseason 100%.
Well,
so I do think that's something that we have to worry about.
Yeah, stop the run. And then be able to pin your ears back and get after Baker Mayfield. Because as we've seen with Baker, if you get some pressure on him, he's going to fold. So, I mean, and he's, So I just think it's the same as all the time. Stop the run, get after the passer. But I think we can do that. I'm really going to be keeping my eye on that matchup of Danielle Hunter versus Wirfs. I think that's going to be a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, it'll be It'll be interesting to see, man. We'll kind of see where our defense is at. But I don't know. I just feel like we know what our offense is. We know what our interior offensive line is. And it wasn't great. Obviously, anyone that watched the quarterback documentary knows that Kirk took a beating. But at the end of the day, it was still the best part of we had 13 wins with the worst scoring defense in the entire NFL. So I don't think, again, this year going into this game where you got Addison now into this, you got TJ Hawkinson that was a midseason trade and has a full offseason with this team and with Kirk Cousins.
Well, I mean, full offseason for TJ Hawkinson. He didn't. He didn't.
I mean, yeah. That is true. Well, TJ Hawkinson.
He was in the classroom, though. He was in the classroom. He was watching on the sidelines. He knows what's going on.
But no, it's good. It's good. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not worried about our offense. I think our offense is going to do fine.
Right. The biggest thing is just the biggest thing is on the flip side. We got to be able to run the ball with a little bit of success, and you got to find a way to give Kirk Cousins time to throw the ball. Like that's the biggest thing. Because if they blow up that interior offensive line and it's 4th and 8 all over again with the pressure, like Kirk's gonna have no time to make these throws to his talented pass catcher. So that's where the big concern comes in, just limiting that defense's damage on the offensive line. So whatever you have to do, if it means, extra blockers with Josh Oliver back there, you got to figure out something because he can't. Kevin O'Connell said it. He felt like the biggest, like why this offense slumped so much last year the running the ball was inefficient. That's why he said he wants to get back to pounding the rock a little bit, and that's something they need to be able to do. I mean, if the defenses can't pin their ears back and get after Kirk Cousins, like we're going to be in a good spot because Kirk, say what you will, give him enough time to survey the field, he'll make the right decision.
And you just still got so much great talent at those tackles spot. So I think our offense is going to be fine for the most part. I do think, it's just defense to see what we really have with Flores and all these young players. Oliver can make a big difference in keeping, Kirk clean. It'll be interesting how we roll that. That's one thing that we were talking about last season that we never decided to do in KOC was to use the tight ends, put tight ends. I mean, if he's getting destroyed in the middle, then add another tight end there. Definitely put CJ Ham there. I mean, you got Oliver and CJ there, man. If it comes down to it, put them both out there and they both can go out there and block. I mean, you got with TJ, you put TJ Hawk out there and you got Addison and I mean, even KJ, we'll see what happens. No one really talks about him at this point, but the thing is I mean, KJ could have taken a step forward. We just haven't had a chance to see that yet either. So, I did want to answer this though. Back to Sarah here. Who gets the first sack?
Surprise! Marcus Davenport gets off the mat.
Oh, I was kind of thinking him too. We got Ivan Pace Jr. I want to see if it really. I wonder do you think Ivan Pace for sure is going to be out there on the field in the first snap?
It sure feels that way.
It feels like. So who do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be him and Hicks then?
I think it's going to be him and Hicks, and I think they're going to, because I mean, also the problem with Osmo, I think he would have secured one of those spots
if he was.
He was out all camp.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what's going to hold him back. I think they're going to and it's going to be one of those things just to be safe with the player. I do think they're going to try to ease him back into it. So
yeah, sacks for me, I'm going to have to go with. Oh man, I want to go Ivan Pace so bad. I don't want to copy both of you. All right, I'm gonna even be lamer and say Danielle Hunter.
Yeah.
Danielle Hunter, he's gonna come in and
choice.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, it was smart to pay me this year, and it's probably gonna even be smarter to pay me after this year."
How about Harrison Smith? That'd have been a fun one.
That would have been a fun one.
Safety blitz.
Right out the gate. Harry, oh dude, that would be a welcome to Flores defense right there. What up, Northeast? What up, Northeast? What up?
As we were saying it, put in there. Couple guys there in the hitman. Yeah, I could see it.
I like that. Yeah, Pace will play a ton, I think. Who has the first sack? Yeah, the first sack. I think Harrison Smith would be so sweet. I could see that Harrison Smith playing up on the line on the first snap. We got to pay attention to that. So everybody in here, if all right, I'll give away if Harrison Smith, that's a lot. Oh, I will. If Harrison Smith gets a sack, the first player to get a sack, I'll give. Actually, this is what I'll do. I actually we'll see. I'm actually bidding on a Harrison Smith auto. So I'll just say right now, if Harrison Smith gets the first sack of the season, I will be giving away a Harrison Smith auto card next week. Hopefully.
Mateo says Jay Ward. Interesting.
I'll blitz like Madden on the first play.
Sarah, another question. Who scores the first touchdown? That's an interesting one.
I say.
Gary says Madison.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a good one. I'm going to go with, I think Madison just seems right, but I'm going to go with JJ. Man, I'm going to be lame. I'm going to be super lame. I'm going to go Danielle Hunter.
AJ says TJ.
First touchdown, TJ.
We got TJ. We got Addison.
Ooh, I like Addison.
Dave
it'd be interesting to see if Addison gets a lot of reps on that first drive. Hopefully he does. But I don't know. I feel like you're just going to see a lot of KJ and a lot of them. Hey, let's go. We're betting out here.
I got 5 on Hitman. Thanks, Northfiest. We appreciate the $5
bro.
dono. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Your boy Scott09. Thanks for hopping in. TJ, CJ Ham.
There we go. Hey, they know
CJ
what's
Ham
going
on a fullback fly route.
Yeah. Dude, they're saying, hey, remember, they're saying that CJ's lining up all over the place this year.
Harrison Smith.
Pick 6 hey, that's a good one.
We'll get to Gary's question. Here's what I'm going to say, right? So you get down to the 2-yard line. I formation. CJ Ham back there blocking. Fake handoff to Madison. Kirk rolls out, takes it into the end zone all on his own. Kirk Cousins rushing touchdown.
I thought for sure he was going to dump it off to CJ. And
Nah.
So Kirk Cousins rushing touchdown is your first touchdown of the season.
We're going a little bit off we'll go a little bit off the mark.
Hey, that's not too bad. So what we got here? We got the first pick of the season. Harrison Smith pick 6. So Harrison Smith, how about Harrison Smith gets a sack, the ball's in the air, he picks it off, runs it for a touchdown, ends up getting. Would it still be considered a sack if he sat like a strip sack? I don't know how that would work. Maybe that wouldn't work. I'm trying to give Harrison Smith an interception, a sack, and the first touchdown.
No, I don't think you can get both. You can get a strip sack.
You can get a strip sack, fumble touchdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that would work. Could you imagine Hitman doing that? Would be great to see Addison get. Dude, I'm hoping. He will. Honestly,
he's gonna get a ton of playing time.
I think Addison's actually the most excited. I'm the most excited to see Addison in this whole game, just because JJ is JJ. We know what he is. We know he's gonna do.
Addison's just gonna have so many opportunities.
Yeah, it's gonna be just so fun to watch him for the first time in this starting offense. We only got a little bit of him with the second, and he looked good. Obviously, we saw that big catch. So I think I'm gonna be watching Addison a lot during
Murphy
this game.
says
Hope a
first
lot.
pick. Sarah says first pick
I
for
could see
Murphy. I
that.
could see that. Yeah.
If they even throw his way.
Caleb
You know
Evans,
what I'm saying?
Mekhi Blackman, maybe.
Ooh, I got a hard. Ooh, I got one. Andrew Booth Jr. Andrew
What
Booth
if?
Jr. He's gonna get the first interception of the season. Watch.
What if, man? What if?
Let's hope that's what happens.
Seriously, Muse gets the first touchdown at the
Touchdown
goal
at
line.
the
Hey, you
goal
never know. Never know. Skull for life. Appreciate you. Thanks
Hey,
for
what
hopping
up?
in.
What up?
See Naylor. Yeah, I don't know if Naylor's gonna. Who knows? If
I agree. I want to see some Naylor too. It'll be interesting to see. It sucks that he came off his injury because you feel like you won't see as much of him. But it does, to me, it feels like it's gonna be a lot. I'd be surprised if I don't know, with the whole Brandon Powell thing, maybe it wouldn't even be surprising if you see Powell on the field even before Naylor at this point. Just KOC likes Powell is really
Gary,
obvious.
We ain't taking it. No, there will be no Greg Joseph slander in here. None.
Yeah.
He ain't missing any. He's gonna be fine.
Casey's the biggest Greg Joseph guy. So how many kicks is he gonna miss? So how many? All right, we'll separate it to field goals and extra points.
He's gonna miss one 50+ yard field goal, but he's gonna make all of his extra points.
Okay. How many opportunities do you think he's gonna have this game?
He'll get 3.
He'll get 3. I think so too.
I think 3.
I think this is going to be a game.
Points or field goals?
No, field goals. Field goals.
I think 3 field goals. Yeah,
and 3 extra points.
It's a lot of scoring.
So how many score? That's not that bad. That's about 30 points. Hey, we can do it. We can do it. I do think it's going to come. I think this is going to be a game where we do score. I think we get over 20, but I do think the interior offensive line thing is going to be enough issue that we don't just blow. Our offense doesn't just go too crazy. Yeah. The one thing I want to see though is I just want to see us not have those second and third quarter lulls.
Yeah,
that's something that was like last year. Even if our offense looked good, the second and third quarters terrible every time. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully we go into this game and we win by more than one score potentially. Though last year we did that in the first game, and then obviously we saw what happened after that. But Jaquelin Roy, first pick of the season.
Jaquelin Roy of all people.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Gray, Skull for life. Gray, Gary. Were you saying Gary? Gray. I'm trying to think. Do we have a Gray on our team? Gray will miss 2 extra points. Nah. Addison for 100+ yards and 2 touchdowns. It can happen. Sorry, CG. Love messing with you.
It's all good.
Addison for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bro, that would be so crazy. It's so hard though. It'd be hard for me to believe that he just comes in and just takes over KJ like that immediately. Just from like a coaching standpoint, that just doesn't seem to happen. But hey, if he's hot hand, maybe we'll see it. 31-20 final. Okay. That'd be insane.
What did he say?
I'm with that Sodak. Let's go.
38-7. Interesting.
38-7. That's all. Wait, I think we win with the curse score. Okay, we win. Hey, what up, yo boy, Scott? What's going on, dude?
We will score in every quarter. Kirk's stats for the game.
All right.
We'll say right around his mark. I think he's pretty much an average. I think he's pretty much averaging like 60% completion. So I think he'll be around there. I think he'll have 300+ for 3 touchdowns.
I think so. That means 21 points no matter what. I'm going to say he's going to have 300+, 2 touchdowns. I think Madison will get a touchdown, or we're going to get Madison or CJ. One of the running backs. Give me a running touchdown. Yeah. That's where I'm at with that.
Hey, yeah,
so
what's up with
300 yards, 2 touchdowns.
What's going on? Skull TY. Everybody listen to Skull TY. Hit the like button. More people voted on the poll than hit the like button. What are we doing here?
Whoa.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, we got to hit that. Speaking
of that, 16 people watching, only 12 likes. You know who you are if you haven't hit it yet. So
yeah,
it's on you.
Come on. Just hit the like. It's easy. We're giving away Justin Jefferson rookie card. #Skull in the comments. All that good stuff. Like the video. Subscribe. Like the video. We already talked about it. Definitely like the video. Especially like the video. Anyways. We got for biggest concerns against the Bucs, we got 71% interior O-line. That's what everybody's worried about, which is fair.
Going definitely against a guy like Vita Vea, absolutely. What's his size? Like he's
CJ going for 3 touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about.
How big is he?
Ellie, you do it a lot though. Your nickname for me, bro. Gray. 292
only 28 years
0.
old and he weighs
Okay.
346
292
pounds.
0. I like that, Norcius. JJ will get 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 receptions.
By the way, Vita
I
Vea
can see
is
that.
6'4", 346. It's a monster of a man.
Weak. He can't handle the boy Garrett Bradbury, though, you know?
JJ will get 165, 2 touchdowns, 12 receptions. Hey, I have him. I drafted him. I got number 1 overall pick in my big fantasy league, so I got him. So I'd love that.
All right, we end that poll. I'm trying to think of another poll here. So let me do this. So
What are we doing?
oh, I was just doing another poll.
Mm.
Trying to think of who I should add in here.
So we got score predictions rolling. What?
Yeah, keep them score predictions rolling. Keep them rolling. All right. So I'm gonna say this might be a stretch at this point.
Because I'm thinking like somewhere in like the 24 to 14 range. I think it'll be like 24-7 going into like the last couple drives of the game. In which case, I think we'll let him score one. Play prevent defense. But I think it'll be pretty much in hand when we hit the fourth quarter.
Yep. And we're all going to be there. Casey's never been to a game where they've lost.
That's
right?
true.
Never been. Casey's never been to a loss.
The worst I've seen was a tie.
Yeah, the worst is
at Lambeau when I had to watch Christian Ponder versus Tyler Huntley for my quarterback matchup. That was something. Who has a better game, Jordan Addison or KJ? Asks Gary.
Here, we'll come back to that. I actually really like that question. But who will be 1-0 in our division? Besides us,
it's obviously going to be one other team. It's going to be one other team, and that's the winner.
Jamie,
of Packers,
I think you
Bears.
meant put CJ, not Kirky. I had to do one where it was going to be an obvious not voter. I thought CJ could win this, so I didn't think that'd be fair. I think the Lions obviously aren't going to be 1-0. They're going to get smacked on, and I'm gonna say the Bears beat the Packers.
I'm flipping that. I think Packers beat the Bears. I think Packers humble the Bears just a little bit. The Bears are riding high right now. There's those weird expectations for them. I think they're going to get, I think Jordan Love's going to play average, but I think that running game is going to be good. That defense, I think, is going to suffocate Justin Fields. I think they're going to stop him from running.
Let's go back to Gary's question here. Who has a better game, Addison or KJ?
I'm going to go off the wall. I'm going to say Jordan Addison. I think it's going to start with KJ. I think they're going to mix Addison, and I think he's going to make a couple nice catches. And I think the offense is going to keep rolling. And then I think Kevin O'Connell is going to be at the point like I can't take him off the field right now.
That's what I'm going to make. I want it to happen. I like KJ. Don't get me wrong. He doesn't come off as like he's going to ever be a wide receiver 1. I don't know if he'll ever be a wide receiver, a legit wide receiver 2. High end 3, yes. Low end 2, yes.
Yep.
So it does kind of feel like it's going to be like not quite Justin Jefferson, but you do kind of get Justin Jefferson. What's his name? What was our wide receiver? Justin Jefferson's rookie year.
Olabisi Johnson.
Yeah, Olabisi Johnson type of vibes where it's kind of like you're forcing KJ to be in there, even though he's a different player than Jordan Addison. But I do think it's going to be one of those things where Jordan Addison's routes are going to be so nice and he's just going to be open so often that's going to be hard to keep him off the field, especially with KJ. You already got a guy like Justin Jefferson, and KJ is kind of, not – there's something that Jordan Addison can bring to the table that could be a little bit different than Justin Jefferson. And KJ doesn't really have anything to do that with.
Yeah. Mateo says KJ, I'm not big on Addison. It's proof me. What does Addison have to do to prove it? I'm genuinely curious. Because obviously that's the point of the rookie. Like we think he's gonna, me and Jamie think he's gonna be good, but obviously, yeah, he does need to, he's got to show it. Like he's shown it in training camp.
And the preseason game, that one catch, that sideline catch was
2 catches. And then his adjustment to come back and get the one he actually did catch.
Which if it was to him, he could have scored that. He could have scored that. And then that toe tap is ridiculous. He should not. Some receivers have never even had a catch like that in their entire career, let alone your first preseason game ever. So I don't know. Jordan Addison definitely has a lot of upside. And obviously, you still have to worry about his size. And all that stuff as well. So obviously he has to come out and prove it to all of us. And it'll be interesting to see how he looks in that game, and if it's pretty obvious that he is the guy that should be wide receiver 2 instead of KJ.
Yeah, I guess if Lions beat Kansas City, that means they're the real deal. It's a start. It's definitely a start. I don't think they're going to, but
No.
I know Chris Jones, like Sarah said, but I don't think that if the Lions are, if Jared Goff and the Lions are able to go throw for throw or toe to toe on offense with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they win that game, I think that legitimizes them a little bit. Because that's still Kansas City in their home on their Super Bowl celebration with their fans. Like, I don't think they will, but if they do somehow beat the Chiefs, like, obviously it's still week 1. You got to see it more than just week 1, but like, it'd be at the point where I'm like, all right, okay, I see you. Mateo, stay healthy, at least 800 yards without 7 touchdowns for the season, not for one game, for the smart ass in the chat. Yeah. I think I think that's fair. 800 yards. I think he could do that. 7 touchdowns, we'll see. But that's kind of where I've pegged him as a season he had at USC, where I think he'll get in the mid 800s. I think 5 touchdowns, maybe five at the most. Yeah, he's definitely going to have his opportunities. And staying healthy, I know that I believe that's a big thing you said in the past. He's a little small, so hopefully he can just put up with some of the big hits he's going to be taking.
Yeah, which I think he's someone that seems to be fearless for his size, and I think he has a lot of good balance, and he's slippery. I do think as far as getting big hits, I think he's going to be good at getting through them, though at the end of the day, he's still small, and if he does get smacked, that could lay some damage on him. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because I am excited about him. But back to this poll real quick. I do want to say Kansas City has never lost first, or I think Sarah was the one that said this, but Kansas City has never lost first game of the season or something with Patrick Mahomes. Yep. Oh yeah, that's funny. That's what it is. So who are you most excited to watch? We got 0% for JJ, 0% for Kirky. Big surprise there. JJ, it's funny because JJ is just such a superstar that you almost are just like,
you're going to appreciate watching JJ. You're not excited to watch JJ.
Yeah, it's just like, it is what it is. Like, we know what JJ is. He's already the best wide receiver in the league. So it's like, we're almost giving some of these other players a chance to like show themselves to us, because we know JJ is going to be that good. Because that's crazy. Like, JJ 0%. But I get it, because it's these young players that you're excited about. Addison and Ivan Pace, which Addison 42%, Ivan Pace with the winner at 58%.
I know it's the non-sexy pick. I'm excited to see how Kirk's going to come out slinging it going into a contract year. Like, I think we're going to see.
He's
got a lot to prove this year.
Yeah.
Just because he's looking for money next, and he'll get money no matter what. He's a good enough quarterback that some team looking for, eventually like their replacement will draft him to start for them for a couple of, or sign him to start for a couple of years. But I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of excited to see how he's going to come out.
I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to have all types of confidence. I think he's going to be the most confident he's ever been in his entire career. Like, he's had to have the best offseason for him, like the most love, especially with everything with the quarterback thing, the Kirko thing, like all of that stuff. I think he's starting to head towards like, oh, okay, people are actually like respecting Kirk Cousins, and I think it's going to give him confidence.
Big Kirko wakes up dripping like this.
Yeah. I don't know for sure. I don't know if that's going to be the confidence it takes in a Super Bowl or anything like that. But as far as like having a good season goes, I think we're going to see a pretty confident Kirk Cousins. So I think we will see probably his best season, though I still think we go get our quarterback.
Come on over the waters for him. Who will get game balls? Interesting. And by the way, that's another thing we could talk about before we sign off here is I think a lot of Vikings, I've noticed a lot of people that we talk to at least are starting to focus more on college football this year now. But I want to talk about particular quarterbacks. This is going to be a deep quarterback class, and a lot of them played really, really well this week. And I know obviously it's that first game where you're not really playing the best of competitions, but or second game, first game, we'll see. But anyway, who gets game balls for this one? Are we picking 3? 2 on off, maybe 2 on offense, 2 on defense?
What's up? Sorry.
Serious question. Who gets game balls? 2 on offense, 2 on defense, maybe?
Come over where the water's warm. Yeah. So what you said, 2 on offense, 2 on defense, or for game ball?
Yeah.
Who will get the game ball? So 2 on each side.
I think, Kevin O'Connell normally does 3 or 4 when he's handed out game balls. So
Kirk is going to show out for his new team next season for Tampa.
Hey, honestly, Kirk throwing to
Bro.
if Mike Evans might not be there. It sounds like that's kind of going south right now.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting. I mean, if they're shit, well, they're stuck because they have a really good defense. That's not going to make them a really shitty team. Otherwise, they could go grab one of the really good wide receivers coming into this draft. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, game balls. So we'll do 2 on offense, 2 on defense. Yeah. I'm going to go with offense. You got to go Justin Jefferson. You'd be stupid not to. Justin Jefferson is our offense. He's the star of this team. You're going to do whatever you can to get that ball in his hands. And if you're not, you're stupid. So that's just what it is. JJ's getting a game ball for sure. The second one on offense, you're going to have to give it to Kirky.
Yeah.
It's going to be that type of thing. It's going to be hard. I mean, maybe TJ, but I think in this first game, at least you're going to see Kirky and you're going to see JJ. Defense for me. Actually, I'll let you go offense. Or you got both of those.
CJ Ham, Josh Oliver, Hunter, and Ivan Pace. I kind of agree with you on offense. Like JJ, yeah, I think JJ is going to come out. CJ, I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go 120, 130 ish.
What up, Raymond?
And I think Kirk. I mean, obviously, if he does that, Kirk's going to be having a pretty solid game as well. So I'll go those 2 on offense. You want to start defense or should I?
I'll let you do here. So wait, who won't be on the field on the first defensive? Who won't be on I'm not sure if you guys got that because maybe you did because you guys put Ivan Pace as the winner on that. So that was won't be, but maybe, I mean, it could be actually Ivan Pace could be not on the field on the first defensive snap.
I think he will be.
Yeah, he definitely could be. All right. So anyways.
So defensive side of the ball. Balls. I'm going to go. This is tough. Because it depends. I mean, obviously, if we get after the passer, then I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Daniil. Hitman, 1 sack, 1 interception. I was kind of thinking Harry as well, and then with the way last season went, how about a little Byron Murphy action?
That's what I was thinking.
How about he shuts down Mike Evans?
Woo! And like that. Yeah, I like that.
That'd be good.
I think I was thinking Harrison Smith and Murphy, which if that's the case, that means we played some really good pass coverage overall. Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that. I do think, yeah, it does feel like that. Otherwise you could it's so easy to say Daniil Hunter. Obviously he's the best defensive player we have, but I do feel like we're going to see Murphy. I'm going to put Murphy in there. And then I'm going to say either Harrison Smith or Daniil Hunter.
Madison and Darisaw and Harrison Smith and Jordan Hicks. Interesting.
I think that's a good one. Madison is a good one. I think we're going to see some running on here. I think like I said, Tampa Bay's run defense was not that good last season. They were not that good. So if there's Achilles heels on this team, it is probably their run defense and their tackling. So you could see a lot more from the running game from us this game.
See, and then it was funny because everybody was talking about, will Jordan Hicks make the team? Like, would it be a surprise cut? And then he got voted a team captain. Like, kind of nuts.
Yeah, right. Speaking of that, what's his name? N'Keal Harry made the practice squad today.
Did he? Our practice squad?
Yeah, they ended up putting him on the practice squad. Yeah.
We get rid of off of there then.
What's his name? It starts with the A. Can't think of his name. Y'all know. Someone in this chat knows. They know for sure. Let's see here. Alan Ali.
Okay. The offensive lineman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we signed however many. Yeah. Everyone jumped in. They all knew. You're right. They all knew.
Yeah. Ali, hey, that's what we got y'all for. I don't trust Madison. Sorry, he reminds me too much of Toby Gerhart. Madison.
We'll see. This will be a telling season for Madison.
I don't think Madison's going to be I don't think he's a Delvin Cook or anything like that. But I do think it'll be interesting to see what we got in Ty Chandler. He's shown nothing but good so far.
I think Madison will be more consistent than Delvin just because I think he is one of those guys that seems to gain yards every time he touches the ball. But you're not going to get those game breaking plays that Delvin once every few games will get you.
Yeah, he's going to be a grinder. That's kind of what it's going to be, which it could
and
work with our
that's the thing.
offense.
He's gonna get the ball, get right back in the huddle instead of standing up, holding the shoulder, limping, holding the side, holding the hand.
Says a guy that just drafted Dalvin Cook in his fantasy team.
I had to because I drafted Breece Hall as well.
Yeah. Hey, what up? Purple and gold for days in the building. By the way, everybody, if you're whoever's watching and isn't actually, you should all go and check out Minnesota Sports Talk with Dave and go subscribe there. But then after, go subscribe to Purple and Gold for Days and go check him out as he's going live pretty soon here. And definitely after the show, go check everything about his show out. All that good stuff. Madison is not fast enough to be a Cook. Yeah, he's just not. But he's bigger than Cook, and he can. I think Madison's going to be good at, like you said, getting those 3-yard rushes and 5-yard rushes and 6-yard rushes. He's shown he can be better. He's shown he can be better than that as well. Yeah, he has. But he hasn't really shown that he could be RB1. I wouldn't say. You could argue he has because he's had really good games in place of Dalvin Cook so far, but not like it's just not the same level. You just know it's not the same level.
Started for Dalvin Cook where he didn't play well was that 2019 game against the Packers, but that game got out of hand pretty fast.
Hey, Paul H in the building again. Everybody in here. Hashtag Skull to win Justin Jefferson rookie card. Like the video. How many likes are we at right now?
19.
Okay. Well, someone's not liking this video.
One person
and they definitely should.
Now
we got 23 in here. We like these videos. Hashtag Skull in the comments to win this Justin Jefferson rookie card. All that good stuff. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe to Minnesota Sports Talks. Go subscribe to Purple and Gold for Days. Go subscribe to Purple and Scold Media, Purple Pocket Podcast, Mic'd Up Podcast, Purple Rain. Everybody knows. Everybody in here should be already subscribed to them. But anybody that's not, anybody that's new, subscribe here and then go subscribe to there as well. Anyways, we got another Kofi's in the building. What up, Kofi? What's up?
No, that was it. Just shouting out Kofi.
Oh, yeah. So what were you talking about before all that? Madison. We're talking about Madison. I don't know. I think Madison's missing something to being like an absolute 3-down feature type of running back. We'll see. He could prove us all wrong. Some of us wrong on that, but you definitely know he didn't have the same skill as Dalvin Cook.
Oh boy. We got a Bucks fan in the house.
Yeah. Chow time. What up?
What honest feelings about the Baker Mayfield led Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah. Were you
that offense receiver wise, obviously Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, solid. Running back, there's potential.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the starting tight end there?
Who is their tight end now? Is it Brait? Is it Brait? I think Brait's the last one left there. Yeah. So, Wise was it? Wise went? Was it Wisen't? Anyways, what do you think about the Baker Mayfield thing? Were you a Kyle Trask guy? Are you hoping that Kyle Trask was going to take over that offense? I mean, I kind of was hoping he would, but
O'Keefe. Okay.
Who is it?
Cade Cotton is their tight end.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, I want to know. We gonna kick y'all ass. I don't know about that. I don't think Baker Mayfield can knows what that even feels like to kick an ass. I don't think so.
He did it that one time against Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh kind of shot themselves in the foot in the playoffs.
Yeah, those ones. It's not the same. I don't know.
It was one time.
I don't think. I don't think there's no chance. There's not a person on that team that can handle Justin Jefferson, and that's it. That's all we got. It all starts and ends with Justin Jefferson in this game.
Okay. So he's not.
Trash.
He's not in here. He's not in here to talk fun. He's in here just to talk trash. Gary,
that's right.
You know what to do.
You don't know football. Yeah. Says the guy that comes in here and thinks the Bucks are going to win this game.
Gary, if you wouldn't mind. But anyway,
it's a rookie from last year, Kyle Trask. Yeah.
No, Kyle Trask is their backup.
Kyle Trask. He should probably be their starter.
Guy.
He should be the
snipe dude.
There we go. We shut down Justin before. I don't know if is he not in here? He ain't shutting down Justin Jefferson. Stop it. TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison. It was not the same no matter what. Hey, what up, Major 33? What's up, dude? Welcome in. Hey, if this is the first time here, we give away Justin Jefferson rookie cards. All you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put some hashtag skulls in the comments. My worthless opinion in the building. Well, y'all started without me. Now my feelings hurt. I'm sorry, worthless opinion. We do the same time every week. Actually, speaking about that, we are starting an hour early starting Monday. So we're going to be starting at 6 Central instead of 7 Central, just so we can be done before Monday Night Football. We thought that was probably a good strategy for us because we want to watch these games, and I think it'll be fun for all that. But yeah, so a reminder, everybody in here, 6 p.m. Central Mondays instead of 7. And we are going to continue doing our post-game show during that and all that good stuff. But yeah.
Major 33.
Putting time out.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Major 33, you have to do a hashtag to win the card. You have to do hashtag skull without the L's.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
And subscribe if you haven't already. That is, we have like a actual like giveaway generator that is built off of hashtag skull, the actual words, which I actually have to get ready again because I forgot to do that. CW, hey, we're bringing the Bucks fans in here. Let's go Bucks, man. I feel bad for you. Bro. There you go, Major. Appreciate you, brother. I feel like the Vikings have an opportunity this weekend that has yet to happen in years. That's put up 40 points. CW, see that? 40 points. I mean,
interesting.
If Justin Jefferson's going to get 200 yards and we're going to see TJ Hawkinson drop 100 bomb, JA come in here and drop 100 bomb. Yeah, that's got to be at least 40 points.
Feel bad for our
defense.
I mean, it's Baker Mayfield. Like, you guys have good receivers for sure, but it's Baker
Mayfield. Yeah.
Though I do like Baker. I like his attitude.
And those receivers are on their down. They're like going this way in their careers too. So it's like you don't even have the prime version of your receivers. We are going to surprise y'all. I don't know about that. I think we're going to surprise you. Obviously, that's what it's coming down to, I think. I don't think I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about the defense, but I'm not worried about your offense at all.
Too Evil to Hope. Nice to see
you.
Hey,
what up, Too Evil? Yeah, y'all couldn't even win with Brady last year. You tell him, Sarah. You tell him. Y'all tell this dude. Too Evil sups up. Our rookie Trey Palmer is making up for it. Your rookie Trey Palmer. What'd you see? I've never even heard of that guy.
Trey Palmer. We all are, man. Opening Sunday for football. Opening week for football, man. It's a good time.
No, we're excited. Hey, we don't even care if you come in here and talk some shit. That's what we like. Just know that you're gonna get to smoke. My sleeper for this game is Marcus Davenport. Dude, hey, we did talk about who we think is going to get the first sack in this game. And Casey actually said Marcus Davenport in this one as well. So dude has to have a chip on his shoulder. Not only that, to have that many pressures and a half a sack. He may go off in this game. You'll know his name. Hey, I'll be looking out for him. Probably won't see much of him. Not Trey Palmer is legit though. All right, Mateo. Come on, man. I need that backup over here, my guy. And they get lead poisoning. Nah, Trey Palmer is legit. I'll look into this Trey Palmer.
Sixth round pick this year, it looks like.
He's what?
Sixth round pick.
6th round pick. Oh, wow. He's fast. I'll give you that. Has he been looking good in preseason? I'm not too worried about it. We're not going to see a lot of him. You think he's going to take a lot of time from Mike Evans and
he's a
Godwin.
He's a Husker.
Okay.
We will not be live for the game because we will be watching the game live.
Yeah,
from
we're going
home. Stadium.
Yeah. Maybe we can sneak something up. I don't know. We're throwing a big party out in Minneapolis called Skull Fest. So anybody in here watching and you want to hit up a big party, go to Northeast Palace in Minneapolis Saturday night between 5 and 9 p.m. It's going to be a great time. We'll be there. Other content creators there. We're going to have a live show there, prizes there, hanging out, beer, all that good stuff. Of course, the beer. Double check on the beer. Gary, the Soul Scoldger. He's our third receiver. It'll be interesting to watch him. We'll check him out, but I'm not too worried. One of the other content creators will be live. Yeah, who is going live during that game? Justin? Yeah, Justin's going live, I think. CW, come join us if you at the game. Yeah. Hey, we'll welcome it. We'll welcome it. Trey Palmer is what people think Naylor is, but more explosive. What people think Naylor is. We'll see about that one. He runs a 4.33. Naylor didn't do that. Still, we'll see. We'll see. Justin is. Oh, yeah. So everybody in here who's watching right now, you should go. I don't know if he set it up yet, but you should go bookmark Justin's show for the live game. I forget that he's not going to make make the actual game, but yeah, he'll be the one going live. So, and I think we're going to try it when he's going live prior to the game. I think we're going to try to hop in real quick and just, give a little quick update of how the tailgating and everything is going. And I think that'd be cool to see everybody in that sense as well. So it'd be cool. I'll be watching the game on my couch in Tampa. I appreciate it though. Hey, you're just lucky that you get to watch it. You didn't have to drop like I get to watch it in Tampa type of thing, Well, we watch it all where everyone else has to be in the cold for the winter. I like that, Norris. But can he walk on water like Jalen Naylor? See, I doubt it. There's no way that dude can do that as well. There's no way. Let's go, Major 33. Hashtag skull. That's what we're talking about. That's what we are talking about. So what else is everybody excited about this game? We know that we know that Blackman's going to be clamping down on what's I already forget that Trey Palmer. We already know Blackman's clamping down on Trey Palmer. What else do you think? Who else do you think is going to get shut down? Who do you think? Who else what was everybody else's game ball going to for this game? Who do you think is going to be the winner besides JJ? Let's take JJ off the table. If JJ is not in here, who do you think is going to be the player of the game for the Vikings?
Seeing cheerleaders. That's always a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad. Addison, I like that. I forgot about that. You're talking all this stuff about Trey Palmer, and you don't even mention the boy Addison, Jordan Addison.
I'm curious, Brian O'Neill's progress. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, it'll be interesting for him.
Maybe Ingram will take a big step up. Maybe be nice.
That would be huge. Honestly, that's like the difference between us having a pretty good offensive line and a not so good one.
20-3.
20-3. Oh yeah, Minnesota Twins updates.
Just
20-3. 20-3 Minnesota Twins. They're going to win at least one playoff game this year, and that's all we can ask. Addison is beast. Hey, we appreciate that. Y'all wide receiver is insane. Yeah, that's what. And I'm worried about Tampa Bay's defense more than anything. We were talking about that earlier. Their defensive line and stuff against our interior line. But at the end of the day, our wide receivers and tight ends are so insane that I just don't know if Tampa Bay has what it takes to handle that.
Ooh, before I comment on that, I missed one. Maybe Ingram take a big step up. Yes, and just not a step on Kirk Cousins' foot. Anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah.
But yeah, our wide receiver room, and also, I mean, I was concerned about. I mean, because our defense, obviously, we let wide receivers dink and dunk all over us last year. Obviously, brand new defense, but I mean, but going against Mike Evans, who I think is vastly underrated. Everyone always thinks he's going to slow down, then he ends up still being solid. I think that's a tough one. And then obviously Godwin's a PPR is a pass capture or a reception machine. So I think him dinking and I don't want him dinking and dunking us over the middle because he can hurt you that way.
Yeah, no, they don't have Tom Brady, and that matters.
They
got
true.
Mayfield, who's a journey went to 4 different teams last year, or something like that, or I don't know. He's obviously a journey man. A recent journey man, and he's been everywhere. So I'm not too worried about him. I mean, hey, the guy still has some talent, but I think we're gonna bring some pressure packages that Tampa Bay isn't gonna be ready for. That's one thing. Is you can't really go and watch our defense from last season. I don't think any team knows what to expect from our defense. We don't even know what to expect from this defense. Really, we see some sneak peeks in preseason, but
Tom Brady was terrible for us last year. He was sad with his divorce. Yeah, I'm sure that had something to do with it. Baker Mayfield had more commercials and wins. That is also true. Is there a team that has a better tight end room?
No, because I don't think so at all. I mean, TJ Hawkinson is top 5 by himself. So that means the only other chance anyone else has would be probably, if you're going to say, would be Kansas City's. People would put Kittle. I put him number 4, actually. I put Hawk number 4 right now, and I say Mark Andrews. I would argue that you could say that Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, that's a pretty damn good duo.
Really good duo.
But they lost probably the best tight end on their entire team last season, and that dude plays for the better purple team, and that's Josh Oliver for the Vikings. So I think it's got to go to the Vikes now. It's got to go to the Vikes now. Hawk is number 3. Are you putting him above Kittle, or are you putting him above Mark Andrews? I think Kittle's overrated, to be honest. I think he's overrated.
He took a big step up with Purdy last year.
He did. After kind of
quarterback, I mean, the young quarterbacks, like the tight ends, kind of like their safety blanket and a lot of that. So.
And I think Kittle's really good.
He was really good. He was really good after the catch.
Right. And that's what he's known for. So that's kind of thing with him. I mean, if you put the ball in his hand and after the catch, maybe he's better than TJ in that. I think we're going to see the best season by TJ Hawkinson. Iowa
just produces tight ends, man.
It does. It's crazy.
Except for Sam Laporta.
Yeah. Not anymore, except for Sam Laporta. And what's his name was all right. The dude that plays for Seattle now.
Oh, the guy that was drafted with TJ, like him and
TJ Hawkinson. Fant. Noah Fant.
Yeah, Noah Fant.
Yeah. The Raiders tight end is good. Waller.
Waller's gone now.
Waller plays for the Giants, but apparently he's looking pretty good. I think Waller's still good, but I put him up behind.
Yeah. Hey, Norcius, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your evening.
Deuces, dude. See you later, man.
Putting him
5 days, baby.
Above Mark Andrews because he was hurt. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Run stopping
Andrews,
defense.
Hawkinson. Okay, I think that's fair.
The run stopping defense, that's my biggest concern in this game, is stopping the run. That's going to be my biggest concern. That's probably going to be my biggest concern until our defense can prove that's not an issue. Sarah thinks Georgia creates best kickers. Sarah, you love Georgia's kickers? Gary, well, we kind of abandoned the run in a lot of games, and we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. Rashad White is going to have a breakout. I think he's going to be really good, and I'm hoping that they abandon the run again, because that's my biggest concern.
It was weird last year because, it does feel like they didn't try to run the ball as much, and then it just felt like nobody could get open. Either that or Brady was just making underthrowing or something, but that offense was just weird last year. Then I'm curious, CW, what are your thoughts on Todd Bowles, the head coach? I don't love him. I mean, with the Jets, obviously, he didn't have a lot of talent there, but I don't know. I'm not a huge Todd Bowles guy as a head coach. I think he's really good on defense, obviously, but as head coach, he's not my cup of tea. But I'm curious to see what a Bucs fan's thought is on that.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Not a fan. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yo, everybody in here, actually, I just started the giveaway thing. So everybody in here who wants to win this Justin Jefferson rookie card giveaway, hashtag score in the comments. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very thankful for that. But yeah, for your chance to win the Justin Jefferson rookie card, everybody who's already done it, do it again. So we're starting over on this. Because for some reason it didn't collect the hashtag skulls, and you have to be in here to win.
To put it up.
So yeah, it was my fault. I keep forgetting. We're talking about it's football week. It's Vikings' first game of the season. Getting pumped up about this, and Skull Fest, man, it's going to be a crazy weekend. I can't wait. And then even besides this show, we have, so this week, Thursday or Wednesday, we have, of course, our show, the Skull Experience with Dave on Wednesday at 6:30 Central. And then on Thursday, we'll be going live on Purple and Skull Media. Y'all should go over, check them out right now as well, and go subscribe there. But we'll be going live and doing a real sport bet show on there, because we actually got real games to bet on. So I'm excited about that. And then obviously right after that, man, the NFL pretty much starts. We got the first game, Lions versus Kansas City, right after that show. So no, I'm excited. Man.
Should be a good time. Anything else then before we just let these hashtag skulls roll in here?
What does everybody else think? So we kind of went through a lot of things, but I think we can maybe quickly go through these again. What is everybody's, if there's anybody in here that wasn't in here earlier, what is everybody's biggest concern for this game against the Buccaneers?
So by the way, the Twins now, they're saving the bullpen arms. Willie Castro, center fielder, is out there pitching. So far, it's bases loaded, no outs. Gotcha.
Damn, that was crazy.
20-4.
Tonga. What about Tonga? Podolinsky. Who is Podolinsky?
He was at the other kicker we had.
Oh, yeah. We might need Podolinsky. Yeah. Hey, there's a possibility. Oh, yeah. Casey's a big Greg Joseph guy. So Offensive line, definitely that's your biggest concern.
Yeah, I would agree. Against
Major
Vita
years
Vea,
is Tonga. That's fair. I think I will say this again. I do think he has a chance to be great. Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh.
Well, I'm hoping so because my biggest concern, I already said it, was the rush defense this game. I think, and then it's up there. I think our interior offensive line is still worth being definitely concerned about, especially in this game against a really good defensive line and linebackers there for Tampa Bay. But I do think our offense is going to be good enough to still put up a lot of points against this defense. I think it's that talented. So I'm not as worried for anything on offense. I definitely want to see how our pass rush looks on defense, how our secondary is going to look against guys like Mike Evans, Palmer now, I guess, and then Godwin. Especially now we know Palmer's bringing some speed here.
Are you guys upset about losing Dalvin Cook? I'm not.
Personally. Yeah, he's not.
Some people are.
He was expensive. It was time. It was probably time for the Vikings. I'm on the other side where I'm like, I don't think Madison's going to be as good as Dalvin Cook or anything like that. But I think it was time to kind of go our separate ways at this point. And especially since we're heading definitely more into a pass first offense. And it just makes more sense for Dalvin Cook to maybe go somewhere else where he's going to be used more. Well, he won't be used more because that Breece Hall, but still, yeah, he produced. I like him. I still like him. I like him. It is weird though. I mean, it is kind of coming into a committee type of league, and a lot of teams do well with these committee player type of running backs. So it's like it does kind of make sense to not pay big money for these running backs at this point. Unfortunate for them because I feel like they do deserve it, but it's not how the business works right now.
But it's funny watching all those running backs. They did the whole like the holdout thing, and then they all just came back on 1-year deals.
I know.
It's
what
better
do you do? They're
trapped.
It's
better to play and get some money than to not play and get nothing. So
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what sucks for. I mean, I feel for him. I don't blame him. You gotta play. You're talking millions of dollars, though. You're putting your body out there almost more than anybody on the field, and you probably should get paid like it. But it's not. It's just not how it's gonna work.
They always come back and play like shit. I hope not, because I drafted the Raiders guy on my Josh Jacobs, one of my fantasy teams. So I need him.
Chandler could be the home run guy out of the backfield. That'll be interesting to see. So I'm excited to see Chandler. Honestly, I'm excited to see Madison too, but I'm excited to see Chandler actually get some playing time with this first team offense.
Yeah.
I'll say this though, they absolutely have to draft a RB in 2024. McBride I don't think McBride's going to be the guy. And that's coming from someone that was pretty excited about him and getting him in the 7th round. But I didn't really see enough during preseason. So I think you're right. It'll be interesting to see what we do with Madison. As long as we have a 2nd and 3rd round pick, I mean, there's so many studs that get picked in those 2 rounds. And I think you could grab one. But there's a chance Chandler could be that guy. I mean, he's only showed us nothing but good things so far, and this will be the season where we're gonna kind of see if there's a chance that he can be that for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's funny. Boys, let's predict where JJ Vikings sits for the game. Box. He's going to be sitting right next to Ziggy.
Right next to Ziggy.
Yep, right next to Ziggy.
Be something.
Actually, he's gonna be taking. So that's still the greatest thing JJ said was he's gonna meet Paul Allen and he's gonna tell him I'm coming for your job. So maybe JJ's plan is to come for his job earlier than we all think.
Okay, Gophers defense was elite, but the offense scared me. Go back to that Gopher game last Thursday. Yeah, defense looked amazing. Tyler Nubin was fantastic. We were getting some pressure, which was nice to see. Yeah, the offense just because I know they said they're going with like a co-offensive coordinator thing. I understand the run wasn't working. But to completely stop running the football and have your full-time, like your first full, like Ethan Kaliak-Madison's first year as a starter, have it be a pass-happy attack, didn't like it. I thought he started off hot, dipped in the middle. I thought he came back at the end and played well for Kaliak-Madison. But yeah, we need Crab back, Ottman Bell, and then they just need to find more consistency with the offense. You can't just not run the football, and that was their big problem in that game. They just completely abandoned the run. When you can't do that with a young quarterback like Kaliak-Madison. But they got the win in typical Minnesota walk-off fashion, so we'll see what they do the rest of the season. They got Drake May coming up in a couple weeks. It's kind of scary.
Yo, everybody in here. We only have 6 entries in here. Justin Jefferson giveaway. Hashtag skull in the comments for your chance to win his Justin Jefferson rookie card. Just ask to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Only 6. Hey, we're running this no matter what, so we'll run it with 6 people.
We got 21 people in here and only 6 entries.
But I want to answer this. So McBride didn't get any real chances, not really any holes. There wasn't a ton of holes opening up. I mean, obviously that offensive line wasn't great, but watching him, there was a couple of times where it seemed like he could have went into a hole and he kind of ran right into the back. I wasn't impressed by his vision overall. I wasn't impressed by his vision. There was a couple of, towards the end of the preseason, there's a couple of good ones. So there's still hope for him, but it just didn't see enough speed hitting those holes. And I didn't see a ton from him from a vision standpoint.
You went to a major 33 was at the Colts game last year. Nice. That must have
been
been
to come to another home game this season.
We got watch the Bucks fan.
That's
the
awesome.
Bucks fan is gonna win the JJ card.
I'll send it to you. Hey, if you're in here, we support it anyways. We're talking about Bucks and Vikings. I'll send it to you 100%. You guys give away a copy of 2K24.
Yeah.
I gotta buy it myself yet, which I'm like making sure all my friends buy it because I'm sick and tired of buying video games that everyone says they're gonna buy and then two of us buy and then nobody plays it. Keeps happening. Haha, I'm about that. I'm about it.
All right. Well, should we run it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gave the people plenty of time to hop in if they wanted. We'll give you another. We'll give you another 30 seconds.
Well, at 8:15, we're running this at 8:14. We're running this. But yeah, hashtags go in the comments, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. So who is? Again, we'll go back to who is everybody the most excited to see, and I already put up a poll for this. Actually, let me take this poll down. But I already put up a poll for this. But who's everyone most excited to see? Obviously, everybody is excited to see Justin Jefferson. But we know who Justin Jefferson is. We know he's the best wide receiver in the league. I think a lot of people are like, all right, we know who he is. I like some of these new players coming in. That's who I want to watch. Who is everybody's most excited player to watch? Hey, what up, Dan Anderson? Welcome in. KJ Osborne. Okay. That's a good one. Payson Addison. So everybody else is. I would have to, for me, I said it earlier, but it's Addison for me. A second, yeah. Payson, Addison, I'm both. It's those young players. You want to see what they're all about. Addison. The thing with Addison is we know what JJ is. We know what T-Hawk is. We do know what KJ is. If KJ is getting many targets as Thielen did, then he should be great. But what about Addison? We should see it, or we could see it, but
Kofi excited to see the defense.
But we kind of know what KJ is so far. We'll see unless KJ takes that step forward. But I do think, I don't know, if you watch Addison and Addison is as good as we all hope he is, and he does take over KJ, that would be more important for our offense, I think. Because that's why we drafted him in the first round, to be that kind of guy.
For sure.
But all right, let's run this thing. All right, who we got here? Can I go closer? I wish I could. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get a little closer up in here. So we got 11 entries.
Is everybody's names going to fit on there when you run it? Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, run it.
All right, and then just a reminder, if you don't see your name, it doesn't mean you're not in here. All right, we're going to run this. 3, 2, 1. We know KJ has a number 3, but not a number 2.
Yeah. I think he is a number 3, not a number 2.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He did. Thielen has been hurt a couple times. All right, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Let's run it. Who we got? Ooh, we can see all the names. Who we got? We got. You have to be here to win. Got to be here to win. Boom. Major 33. Let's go.
I think this may be the first time. Correct me if I'm wrong. This may be the first time we've seen you in here. So first time popping in. You're already at 100%.
Let's go, Major. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Hey, Major, if you're you should subscribe to our Twitter, Facebook, anything.
Follow us on those. You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Appreciate it big time. Sorry, CW. Appreciate you, Major. Appreciate you. Here, you know what? I'll just put, if you want to go subscribe to Twitter,
follow,
or Instagram, or GG Sports Podcast on all of them. Is that the first time? Yeah. That was a newbie right there. Let's go.
Good deal.
I'll just put our email in the chat here, or you can go subscribe to us at GG Sports Podcast on Twitter and stuff, and just DM us. We just have to get the best mailing address. Make this simple, but
hey, how about no? Thanks for hopping in. We appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thank you, bro.
We'll be doing throughout the season. We'll be on Monday, Wednesday,
and
Thursday.
We also will be live after this game. We're going to be at the game but after that, we'll be doing live streams for Bleacher Report after every post game, every Sunday, or every time we play. So all the post games, for the most part, moving forward, Bleacher Report. So we'll let y'all know on that too, because that's going to be a cool thing. Major, here's our email. If you want to just email us there, or GG Sports on Twitter, follow us on there. I mean, that's where we would do most of our communicating anyways. But GG Sports Podcast on Twitter, you should find us. You should see our logo and stuff. And then you can just DM on us on there, whatever you got to do. Angler, go Pack, go. Man, I can't believe they're losing to the Bears, though. That kind of sucks, right? I'm out west and don't get home till 5 p.m. Pacific time. I got you. Yeah, it's early for you. I'm Eastern right now.
Yeah, that's late for that.
Where out west are you, man? Appreciate you, Major. Yeah, we'll get that card for you for sure.
Yeah,
dude, I'm
CW was much better than that first guy hopping in here starting to talk, who was talking some shit.
Yeah, we like you, CW. Hey, we're cool. I don't even care if you talk shit. I don't really care. I like it. You just got to be prepared. California. Cool. My wife's family is from like the Lancaster area, and I was living in San Diego for a little bit.
All right. Well, hey, everybody, we appreciate you hopping in. We got a couple new subscribers tonight, so everybody who subscribed, thank you. We really appreciated everybody who was kind enough to drop a dono tonight. Helps out the channel. We're putting that back into our expenses for this. We do appreciate that. Again, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be, as normal, we'll be on Wednesday with Dave, and then we'll be on with on Purple and Gold Media on Thursday night, and then obviously this weekend the festivities start. So
let's go.
It'll be a great time. Thanks everybody again for hopping in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sarah, I don't know if you left for a second, but we had to restart the hashtag skulls.
All right.
We love y'all. All right.